I may consider. I may consider a pre-Olympia show, but I haven't got that finalized yet. Briefly discussed it with my coach.
What's up guys and welcome. You're watching Fuzzy Fitness. Let's start today's video with the Persian Wolf Hadi Choopan. So this man isn't afraid of no heavyweight. I mean, we are less than 3 weeks out of the show and he is pushing that much weight. And no matter how close he is to the show, he still trains hard and heavy all the time. And if any of you guys have ever competed, then you must know that when the contest is really close, the joints start to get dry. That is one of the reasons why competitors pull back on extremely heavy weights to avoid any injury. On top of that, when you are dieting for that long, you start to feel depleted in terms of energy. But Hadi Choopan is a different breed. Training light isn't in his dictionary. And that is why Hanwembo looking over his shoulder is so important, especially this close to the competition. So many people believe that Hadi Choopan did not show up at the Olympia prejudging the way he was supposed to show up. He was drier and more conditioned during the finals. And that is why Hadi needs to be bang on target on both this. So with him and Samson Dauda being the obvious top two guys here, this is gonna be one exciting battle on stage. Because we all know Hadi is all about being commanding on the stage. He is so damn confident. But so is Samson Dauda. There were great moments in the final three-man call-out with Samson, Hadi and David last year. So the way Samson has improved, it isn't gonna be an easy win for Hadi Choopan. Next up is Justin Rodriguez. He has been looking so crazy, so awesome under those perfect gym lights. But the thing is, he always looks great all by himself. And during this prep, he's showcasing more detail and that is really a great sign. But when Justin is gonna get compared in this lineup, his structural flaws might get exposed. And that is why Justin needs to be spot on. He's one of those guys who cannot be off even by a little bit. He does not have any margin of error. He needs to show up at his 100%. And he did show up at his all-time best 2 years ago at the Arnold Classic and Boston Pro. So the look that he brought at the Arnold Classic Ohio prejudging, he was placing third at that time, but he dropped down to 5th place during the finals because he just could not hold on to that condition. And especially he couldn't hold on to that fullness. So can he duplicate that same look? Because if he does, he can definitely be in the top 3. The increase in the prize money for the men's open bodybuilding during this calendar year. This is gonna be so motivating for some of the biggest names of the industry to do some shows other than the Olympia. So, Brandon Carey, a former Mr. Olympia, just revealed on Muscle and Fitness podcast that he's considering a pre-Olympia show. And that show might be the way pro as they have added men's open bodybuilding class in 2024 for the very first time. I'm sure this is gonna be one of the highest paying show of the year. Based on the fact that the prize money they gave last year and in the classic physique, that was 20 grand. And the winner was Terence Ruffin. So Brandon is one of the biggest names in the industry right now. He is multiple times Arnold Classic champion. And he is a former Mr. Olympia, of course. And we all know how he fought his way to the Olympia stage after being admitted to the hospital just 48 hours prior to the Olympia last year. So we did not get to see the best of Brandon last year, although he looked incredible weeks out of the show. So Brandon, not even close to his personal best, was still good enough to be top 4 in the world. So let's see what he can bring to the table this year.
Dubai is a good show on the list this year because they just added open bodybuilding.
Yeah,
I'm very familiar with the Dubai scene.
that's July, huh?
Yeah, and I don't know where the prize money is, but I do know that the prize money moved a lot last year, kept going up.
Also, hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.